Whether we want to admit it or not, history is something that we all share. We learned it in school. We read it in books. We watched it in documentaries. Sure, people argued about it, but at least we were arguing about the same version. Today, most people do not watch documentaries, do not open history books. They ask, hey Google, hey ChatGPT, tell me what happened. And the answer comes back instantly. Clean, simple, confident. But here's the problem. AI doesn't just find history, it summarizes it. And when you summarize something, you decide what matters and what doesn't. Tonight on the Doomsday Minute, I'm talking about how history is not being erased. It is quietly being rewritten. Let's say that two teenagers search what caused the American Revolution. They might get two totally different answers. One might say it was about freedom and standing up to tyranny.
Give me liberty or give me death.
The other might say it was mostly about money and powerful landowners protecting their interests.
I am a rich white dude. I want to preserve my wealth.
Both answers contain some elements of truth, but they feel very different. One sounds heroic, one sounds extremely selfish. Same event, but different emotional takeaway. And most people will never click past the summary. For generations, the story has been simple. Colonists wanted freedom. But AI summaries may start focusing more on wealthy landowners protecting their money, trade conflicts, internal disagreement among colonists. Again, those are real parts of the story. But over time, the focus could shift from this was a fight for liberty to this was a complicated business dispute.
Something about those Indians does not look right. I had no idea Indians hated tea so much.
Same facts, totally different meaning. And meaning is what sticks. Think about how we remember the civil rights movement. Peaceful marches, strong leadership, moral courage.
Please separate people by race.
Now, imagine an AI trained mostly on dramatic footage. Burning cars, street clashes, police confrontations.
Hey there, good boys. They like you, son. Oh, look at that dog.
Because dramatic content gets more clicks. And if AI summaries start showing more conflict than courage, future generations may remember it less as a moral breakthrough and more as a time of social chaos. Nothing was changed, but everything feels different. World War II has always been remembered as a very clear battle, good versus evil. But AI summaries may lean more toward political complexity, economic tension, and shared global mistakes. That sounds balanced, but over time, the sharp moral lessons get very blurred.
Remember, like I always say, the Jews are wonderful people.
Instead of this must never happen again, the takeaway becomes war is complicated, and that is a very different warning. Let's bring this more into the present. Millions of people lost their homes and their jobs in 2008. But when AI explains that time, tone matters.
These credit swaps will get more people into homes, not end in disaster.
I agree.
Was it bad decisions by banks or just a complicated global downturn? When responsibility fades, so does the lesson. And when the lesson fades, the mistakes get repeated.
The entire world will think we are heroes. Millions of people will be in homes with zero risk.
Here we are in present day. Let's talk about something modern. Ask AI, was the election secure? One answer may be yes, challenges were dismissed in court. Another might say concerns were raised but widely disputed. Both could technically be true, but they leave very different impressions, and most people will not dig 1 inch deeper. They'll remember the summary. Over time, the summary becomes the story.
The key to cheating an election is make it massive and local, then claim no widespread voter fraud. Keep any investigation partisan and to a bare minimum. That way you can deny it ever happened until it is too late.
You are entering a world where AI can create photos that never existed, video that never happened, moments that were never real. Even if it's labeled as fake, seeing something over and over and over again makes it feel true. Imagine future generations seeing a protest that never happened, a handshake that never took place.
There you go, Jules. We cut you a break on those tariffs.
A speech that was never given. Eventually, memory replaces reality. You want scary? Here's the scariest part. AI will give you personalized answers. That means your version of history might not match your neighbors, or your kids, or your coworkers. Each person gets the version that matches what they will engage with. Over time, we stop sharing the same past.
How is this America first? America first does not mean America only.
And it's hard to agree on your future when you do not share your past. I want to be very clear. This does not require someone evil behind a curtain. This just requires optimization. AI is built to keep you engaged, to avoid conflict, to sound balanced, to reduce your outrage. But sometimes, too much balance removes important lessons, and too much smoothing removes responsibility. Be very clear. Humans write human history. Now it's just being summarized by machines, quietly, daily, automatically, and no one has announced the change. You just wake up and the story feels slightly different than it did yesterday. History isn't being burned, it's being edited. And the question isn't, is it happening? The question is, will we notice when it's too late? This is the Doomsday Minute. Stay aware, and I will see you in the next one.
A screen that flickers, a mind that cracks, voices in wires, no turning back. Steel veins pumping, hearts turn to stone. In the hum of progress, we die alone. The weight of that doomsday minute, clock has sped with nothing in it. Machines whisper why it decay. We trade our souls for a brighter display. Plastic thoughts in the digital haze, echo chambers, endless maze. Our health burns out like a dying fuse.